Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Bridge. We are going into session 3 of the December 3-day Stars and Platinum Robot Individual with, as you can see here, a slightly below average score, sadly, but not much below average. A decent score here could see us through. It'll be another 16 boards of Just Declare, and then the event will be over. This hand, the auction was pretty simple. We opened 2 spades in third seat, and that was it. We clearly have 2 heart tricks. We might score some of the minor suit kings, 0, 1, or 2 of them. Conceivably, we could find that diamonds are 3-3 and that our long diamond is good. And we're going to take some tricks in spades. Can't say for sure how many. Hopefully 4. That would be the most we could possibly take. Right? If the suit is 3-2 and the ace is on side, we would lose to the ace and to the queen or jack. And that would be it. So that would be 4 spade tricks. Roughing the long diamond doesn't seem like it's going to go anywhere. So I think the main question is like what to use dummies diamond entries for. Hard entries. So we're not going to be in dummy very many times. And I have 2 kings I would like to lead up towards in my hand, the club and the spade. Did I say 2 times? We're getting the dummy once in hearts and maybe 1 more time in diamonds. So we might not be able to lead up to both kings. I think it's kind of interesting which one to lead up to. Because low to the king of spades might produce a trick. Okay, obviously both of them won't produce a trick if the ace is offside. But in spades, if the ace is onside but doubleton, we might not actually need to finesse. We could just duck. So even if it succeeds, it might not be necessary to lead a spade to the king. And there's sort of a similar issue in clubs where, yeah, you can lead a club to the king, but you could just pitch the club loser on a heart. And then it wouldn't necessarily like so you have to decide what you're pitching on the heart. If you pitch a club, then leading a club to king is obviously silly. If you pitch a diamond, leading a club to king is obviously definitely going to make a trick if it's onside and definitely not if it's offside, which is slightly better than what's in spades. So the question is, what do you actually pitch on the heart? I think the answer is you pitch a diamond. Because the 4th diamond is less likely to be a winner, right? Like if you pitch a club, you're sort of giving up on the club finesse to take a spade finesse, which might or might not be relevant. Whereas if you pitch a diamond, what you're giving up on is diamonds being 3-3, and that's less likely than clubs being onside. Plus, if the king of diamonds is actually a winner, we can take both finesses, but not if we pitch a club at trick 2. So I think for all of these reasons, we should win hearts pitching a diamond, take the club finesse immediately, and then the spade finesse if it becomes possible. I don't think it's a good idea to rough a heart here for many reasons. One is that it wastes your dummy entry when you want to lead a club. It could be nice, right? It eliminates hearts so that if the opponents get in, they have to lead some non-heart suit, but dummy doesn't really have enough spades for that to be profitable, and it gives up on the club lead, which is actually valuable. Okay. Ace was offside. Too bad. All right, we get to lead a spade up to king anyway, it looks like. Also, the clubs are 3-3, huh? I guess there's not much advantage. Like, you could try cashing a club here and pitching a diamond while the opponent's rough. But they can just arrange that whoever doesn't need their trumps roughs, right? If the suit is 3-2, whoever has 2 will rough. So I don't think that's very valuable. Not as valuable as being able to lead a spade up to the king. Okay. So we got to take both black suit finesses in the end. And the ace of spades was onside and also doubleton. So just as I sort of said, the spade finesse, even if it works, might be useless. And it was. Right, we didn't need the spade finesse. We could have just duck and dropped the ace. Although, yeah, I guess they don't even have a trump promotion because they both minors were 3-3. Yeah, okay. I mean, oops. Show me my current results, please. I mean, down 1. Obviously, you'd prefer to make a contract, but I think that went pretty well, all things considered. 4 spades, the most we could have hoped for. Now, it turns out, actually, if I had guessed differently, if I had pitched a club on the hearts and ignored the losing club finesse, the diamonds are 3-3. So I think that would be a line to make it, right? Yeah. And I kind of suspect the field might do that because it's wrong, but it looks sort of free. Like, oh, you want to pitch from the shorthand, so you lose fewer clubs. This diamond, like, it looks like you can rough your last diamond and dummy, but of course you can't. I don't know. I suspect some percentage of the BBO field is going to make that contract because they pitch differently for dumb reasons. Maybe some of them will do it for smart reasons, but I bet a lot of them will do it for dumb reasons. I don't know. I mean, this is stars and platinum. People aren't so bad. East didn't open. West didn't overcall at the 2 level. Roughing clubs looks pretty good. Honestly, so does roughing diamonds. We're never going to set up any long suits, right? And my spades might or might not set up, but if I can rough with the low spades, then they'll take tricks without having to set anything up. So I think it's actually a higher priority to rough diamonds than it is to rough clubs, to make sure I can score all these small spades. So ace, diamond, rough, club, rough, club, club, rough. Actually, I think you're supposed to not take diamond roughs quite that quickly. Because the third round of diamonds, well, the third diamond rough, you expect to be over roughed or to rough in front. And you want to have the clubs finished by then, I think. Well, anyway, I think you play low here. Okay, fine. Doesn't really matter. And you can play diamond to the ace, rough. Queen 8? That's a very suspicious sequence of plays. Do you really expect me to believe you have Queen 10, 9, 8? You must, right? You saw my jack. So they're sort of claiming that West has only 2 diamonds. I don't necessarily believe them. Yeah. Okay. I think this was wrong. I was not supposed to ruff a diamond. Yeah. Because I need to be in my hand now to lead a club to ruff with the jack. Okay. Well, fine. I'll ruff high. I think I ruined this a bit. I could have done better. Oh. Okay. Yeah, if I... Well, I don't know. I guess roughing that last diamond low wouldn't really have been worth anything. Because West is over roughing anyway. Let's see what the computer says about my accuracy on this one. Okay, I'll take it. I think that should be a reasonable score. I suspect some people will not play the cross ruff as you should. Wow. Looks like we're making at 6, right? No real chance to make more than 6 unless they duck this ace for some reason. Okay. Let's just make sure I have enough trumps. I do. I'll ruff all 4 diamonds in this hand. Okay, making 6. Not much interesting happening on that hand. Diamonds were bid a lot of times. This is an interesting action. No diamond bid left unmade. And South couldn't bid over 3 diamonds, hoping, I guess, that partner would compete. But then over 4 diamonds decided, well, we might as well try a game. Doesn't seem like the most coherent auction. And we've landed in a contract that I'm pretty sure is 0% on best defense, because they should be able to arrange a club ruff. Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess things could be lying very well for you, maybe, and then it would be impossible for them to take a club ruff, but that's unlikely. We have 12. Dummy has 8 is 20, so the points are evenly split. They have 20 also. Looks like East might have about 14, and West has 6, maybe? Ish. But they both have extra diamonds, so I don't know. I mean, they're bidding more than their point counts would indicate because of that. I don't think I can say too much about where any honors are. I think you have to try the heart finesse, which means you have to play a spade. This could cost the contract if, like, West has the stiff king of hearts, and they... In which case you could just play trumps, where by leading a spade I allow them to take a club ruff. But I think most of the time they're going to get the club ruff anyway, and you might as well take the heart finesse, which is likely to succeed. Oh, okay. I'll take it. Alright, looks like we're making our game after all. Any chance you guys would crash your king and ace of clubs? No? Okay. Yeah, see, they could have taken the club ruff. But it's kind of hard, right? East has to win the ace of spades, which he did, but then has to find a low club switch away from the ace to West to win the king, cross back the ace, ruff. It's understandable that East doesn't find that. I'm not saying it's impossible to find, but a spade. I don't know. I guess a spade seems kind of hopeless, honestly. Maybe you should just play a low club. Or you could try a high club. Maybe your partner has a singleton. That could also be right. It wouldn't work here, but it would be worth a try, I think. Okay, so we opened a spade in 4th seat, and the opponents were silent. Not 4th, 3rd. If we play a queen of clubs, we will not lose a club trick, and that would be nice. Is there any justification for playing the 9? If West has the 10 and East has the king, then... well, East could just play low, and we would still be in the situation of losing only one club. But we would still have the queen-jack left in dummy, which would be possibly useful, although probably not. I don't think there's much reason for that. I have 2 dummy entries. The main things I want to use them for are leading a heart to the king. Oh, I have 3 because of the jack of clubs. Well, you want to lead a heart to the king, you want to lead a diamond to the queen, and you want to lead a spade to the queen 10. I think the 10. Well, I don't know. Let's do the spades first. I don't think there's much in it here. Also, I guess, if West really does have the 10 of clubs, you could put in the 9 here. I don't think that's likely, though. I think East has the 10. Okay, so now we have to... East has not helpfully played in honor, so we have to think, how are you supposed to play this suit? The 10 is better if East has Jack 3rd or King Jack 4th. The queen is better if East has King 3rd. Right? It's the only time the queen is better. So the Jack 3rd and King 3rd cancel out. But East having King Jack 4th doesn't cancel with anything and is a reason that the 10 is better. I don't have to worry about any trump promotions because I already know East has the last spade. So I can just play low on this. And I mean, we're down 1, but I don't think we could have done much different. The 9 of clubs would obviously have been a disaster. We lost a spade, 2 hearts, and a diamond. I mean, you can't really ask for... yeah, I think that should be a perfectly fine score. Nobody's making that contract. I mean, the robots do weird things sometimes, and every so often... usually somebody does something impossible. There's enough people playing a board that something impossible will happen at one table. So we shouldn't assume that that's like the best possible score, but it's the best normal score. Okay, we opened 3 spades, and that's it. I mean, yeah, good work drawing trumps. But, well, yeah. I guess, like, you have to lead the trumps, because it's tempting to be like, oh, I'll go after diamonds, and, you know, maybe I can pitch my hearts on the long diamonds, but of course that'll never happen. When the opponents win their ace of diamonds, they'll cash as many hearts as they can, and you don't have any clubs to pitch, so there's really no rush to go after diamonds. you want to draw trumps so they don't get diamond ruffs. The question is just which trump to lead. Low would be successful if the ace were doubleton, which is possible. And the king would be successful if the jack were now singleton. But West having led the 10, I mean, it's pretty unlikely, right? It's more likely the ace was dealt doubleton than that the jack and 10 were both dealt doubleton. And if East has jack doubleton, it means West switched to the 10 of spades from ace 10x for no reason, which would be an obvious blunder and would not happen. So I think you play low here. And well, hang on. What are the outstanding spades? There are 3 of them: the ace, the jack, and a small one. So just in case all 3 are in the same hand, I guess you should lead the 7, not low. Was dummy spade the 6? It was, so it doesn't... Yeah, the small one is the 3. Okay, so don't play the 2. But you can play the 5. Okay. Oh, they're actually letting me get rid of a heart loser. That's nice. Wouldn't have thought they would make this mistake. This should be above average, I would think. Nice hand. Wow, nice hand. Okay. I don't really want to make it easy for East to win this diamond and return a diamond, because it's possible East has 7, and I mean, really East should have 7, right? From the auction. So what the defense wants to do is for East to win this and give West a trump promotion. I don't see why I should make that easy for them. By playing the king here. Yes, it covers the jack, but who cares? You're still not setting anything up. If East wants to win this, make him play the queen, and then another diamond. Got him. Okay. So it's important to set up the spades. We might even be able to pitch all of dummy's clubs as we do that. But what if trump are breaking very badly, like West has all 4? In that case, we it's if trump were the only consideration, given that East is long in diamonds, we should want to play ace of hearts and then run the 10 if East drops an honor. And if East shows out, we can also run the 10. We still lose 1 heart to West, but at least not 2. However, another consideration is that I really want to be able to run these spades. So I can't necessarily afford to lose my hand entries. I almost wonder, could I just play the queen of spades now? Why mess about with trumps? West surely has the king of spades. There's just no way East has ace queen of diamonds and the king of clubs and the king of spades to open 3 diamonds, or to overcall 3 diamonds. Frankly, like, king of clubs and ace queen of diamonds, that should be about it. You shouldn't even have the jack of hearts. West really ought to have the queen and jack. Now, that's not a certainty, but, like, I think it'll be true most of the time. It says 3 to 13, but that's total points, including some substantial diamond length. So, yeah, I think we take advantage of the opportunity of being in hand right now to lead the queen of spades. Yeah, West has to cover. And I don't like playing the king of hearts here, but I think you maybe are supposed to do it. The question is, I guess, is it more likely that hearts are 4-0 or 2-2? Because if hearts are 2-2, meaning East actually has a second heart, you need to cash both hearts before you start running spades. If hearts are 3-1, I think it doesn't matter very much. But if hearts are 4-0, it would be nice to hang on to the king of hearts over West's queen jack fourth, right? I think, actually, if hearts are 2-2, we'll find out when we lead a heart to the ace, because West will drop an honor. Because I think West has both honors, and if they're 2-2, they're doubleton. So, and I think hearts being 4-0 is more likely than 2-2 anyway. So I think we do just play a heart to the ace, and then start playing spades. Oh, okay. Well, hearts were 2-2, it turns out. Which is great. Great news. No, East has 3. Never would have guessed that. Well, we're not going to be able to pitch all the losers from dummy. Wow, really? But this is enough. We make 4. Yeah, didn't expect that layout. But I mean, aside from guessing the hearts correctly, which seems insane, I don't think I could do better here. 1 club. What was the auction again? Oh yes, it was 1 club. That's the old joke, right? You know, if someone plays 1-no trump, you can ask, oh, hey, what was the auction? How did you guys get there? Or obviously in 1-no, it's not that interesting usually, but like, oh, how did you get to 4 spades? You know, you could have a long auction describe, you know. How did you get to 1 club? Oh, the auction was 1 club. There's only one way to end up in 1 club south, which is for south to bid 1 club and all other calls to be passes. Okay, and we're south. Why do I say we're south? We were 4th hand, so nobody opened or overcalled. Well, roughing a spade looks promising, but, well, let's say the word tempting instead of promising, actually. Because our trump control is fairly fragile with only 7 of them compared to the opponent's 6. And I think we're more likely to need this ace of spades as a stopper. Like, yeah, it would be nice to get a free trick there by roughing, but I'm going to need some spade stoppers to give me time to set up hearts. So I don't think you actually do that. But I think you can play a low club here to preserve the possibility of roughing and also preserve the possibility of like finishing drawing trump. I don't know. It's just, oh, really? Well, I'm not getting, even if I put in the jack and it holds, I might get back to dummy actually. Let's give it a try. Usually they don't lead the 4 from the queen, but like sometimes they do. So I kind of think West has at least the 10 of clubs, perhaps 2 clubs including the 10. I think we just play another. We keep setting up hearts while Dummy's 8 of clubs is there as insurance. Oh, man. Against spade taps. It's kind of annoying. So now... Well... if you have the last club, you can give your partner a ruff. So if East has the last club, there's a ruff coming that's going to look embarrassing, but... Wow, okay. I can still ruff... Now I can ruff the last spade there safely, so it's not the end of the world. I suspect the field will be doing better than this, but we are making the contract at least. It's not what I thought the club layout would be. Halfway. We're halfway there. 31 minutes. Okay. We have 6 heart tricks. 3 clubs is 9. We need to win a spade. That's guaranteed. Given enough time. You could just force out the ace, king, and jack. But it would be certainly nicer if we could cash 3 clubs pitching a spade. They both have diamonds, so it's interesting East is dumping the king here. It clearly isn't a singleton. But it's like maybe king, queen, jack or something? Okay. Can't win them all. That's fine. The opponents have 3 trumps remaining. You could... I think it's a little silly to draw trumps. Ace, jack, spade finessing against the jack, but you would need to get back there again. So yeah, I think you just like play on spades and eventually you have a spade winner. Okay, a high cross ruff. King, queen, tight, huh? Didn't expect that. I mean, it turns out we could have drawn trump in 2 rounds, then pitched a spade on a club, lost 2 spades, ruffed a spade, and the 4th would be good, and we'd be making an over trick. I don't think that's an especially good line. It only actually bears fruit if hearts are 2-2 and spades are 3-3. Whereas my line, as long as clubs are 5-3 or better, I have a reasonable chance of roughing a spade. I think my line is better, but the other one works. 10 points over there. I have 7 is 17. The opponents have 23. West would have bid with probably 10, maybe 9, maybe a little less. So let's give West like 8 on average of the 23. We'll give East 15. More likely East's hand is balanced and so won't have 15. So maybe East has 14 then. And West has 9. Seems a little passive for West to not bid something. So maybe West has spade length, and that's why they didn't bid, but then East would be doubling, so it is sort of a mystery as to why they just sold out to 2 spades. What kind of hands would allow that? I don't know. I'm just going to play low here. We can take a second round heart finesse if we want, or not. Looks like East has a very strong hand. Maybe East has all the cards, but also is long in spades? That's possible. So you could put in the queen here, figuring that East has the king of spades. But then if you're wrong, you don't get your diamond ruff. So you do sort of have to figure out their hands at this point. East has turned up with king, queen, jack of diamonds, ace, king of clubs. That's 13. And I think it was the king of hearts that East played was 16. So East is definitely not balanced. Well, no, that's not true. They might have 18. 18 to 19 balanced, planning to rebid 2-0. But then after my 2 spades, decided to just stay quiet. So if East had, like, the queen of clubs, for example, not clubs, it's right there in dummy, the queen of hearts, and like a doubleton spade, that would be possible. I mean, I think that's probably what's going on. But then why didn't East just like double 2 spades with 18 points and a doubleton spade? That doesn't... Surely you would double that. So, I don't know about that. I mean, either East has a short suit, which is spades, in which case I shouldn't finesse, or East has this monster hand that decided not to double, but, like, what would that be? King, jack, 9 of spades, maybe? And then I should finesse? Or, like, king third? I don't know. Yeah, so it seems like either East has a hand where I should finesse in spades or a hand where I shouldn't, which is not a very useful conclusion. Either P or not P. Wow, amazing. I think I should just get the diamond ruff for sure, rather than taking the spade finesse that I don't think is that likely to be right. And suppose the West has all the outstanding spades. Can I somehow end play them? I don't think so. Well, maybe if East makes a mistake. Because we've now figured out East has the king, queen of hearts, together with the ace, king of clubs. It's 12. Yeah, East has a huge balanced hand. And didn't double, so I mean, I think it must be like king third or king jack third. So I guess play the queen in case West's doubleton jack drops. Okay, East's doubleton jack. I'll take it. Read the cards beautifully. Never a doubt in my mind. Yes, I mean, I think I did as well as you could do here, due to guessing spades right for no particular reason. I mean, I was right that East has a huge balanced hand with a doubleton spade. I just don't understand. This hand is too big. You were supposed to open this 2-0. You downgraded this to 1 diamond 2-0 and then you didn't even double 2 spades? It's just foolish. Nobody would bid that way. We're in 4 clubs. I hope East does not overtake with the ace. Good. Because I don't want a heart return. So this hand is sort of about the danger hand and end plays. We want to attack diamonds while keeping East off lead. Because West quite possibly has the ace of hearts. Not a guarantee, but I mean, most of the points will be in West's hand probably on this auction. And we don't want East to get in and lead a heart before we've set up the diamonds for a heart pitch. We could even think about end playing West by roughing this spade voluntarily, which I guess we're going to do at some point, so might as well do it now, right? It could be that I need that trump for trump control. And for entries to the south hand. Yeah, I don't actually think I should use up this rough right away. Okay, well, I guess I can still do it now. Yeah, okay. I was thinking, if trump were 2-2, I could have afforded the rough, but I can, of course, just take it now. So we successfully got our heart pitch. But I guess we have to lead hearts at some point ourselves anyway. But we're not losing 3 hearts, right? If the heart is offside, we lose only 2 now. All right, down 1. Could you do better here? I mean, sure, you could guess the diamonds right. But other than that, I don't think so. Ah, look at all these doubles. What an auction. Okay. This is a very rich source of information that you have to digest, probably, before you attack the hand. We're losing a club, 1 or more spades. Maybe, anywhere between 0 and 2 or 3 hearts. If you're really unlucky, you could lose 3, probably. So East's double of a diamond shows length in the other suits and strength and shortness in diamonds. And then East later doubled hearts, suggesting again strength in hearts. I think we do not want to win this club trick. We're going to lose a club eventually anyway. And if you win the ace, the defense has the club suit as entries to either hand. And something they might well want to do is give East a diamond rough. If East has a singleton diamond and West has 4. If you win the ace, attack hearts and they're breaking badly, like they could play a diamond and then a club and then a diamond rough, that kind of thing. Yeah, I think just there's no reason to win this. Now the defense doesn't have club entries. So how do we attack hearts? Obviously we want to finesse east, but do we lead low or the queen? If West has a singleton 10 or 9, it seems like leading the queen is best, right? Because then we can get back to, like, queen, king, ace, 10. Back to dummy with a diamond, 8. Finessing East's 9. Whereas if East has, like, king X, low to the jack could be better. I don't think that's a good idea. Like, that's never gonna... Okay, let's lead the queen. Ducked. That's interesting. Okay, that does give me a chance to go wrong, doesn't it? Well, no, it's the same. If you had covered... So, we have the decision. Is West 10 singleton, or does it actually come from 10-9? This is an example of restricted choice, where you should assume West has a singleton. If a player is forced to play one of 2 touching honors, you should assume they don't have the other of the 2 touching honors. You have to be careful with, like, forced. Like, if they had, like, if West might have Jack 10x and could just play the 10 for funsies, you shouldn't necessarily assume that. But here, that's not the case. So we're gonna. My plan always was to finesse West for the 9 anyway if the 10 dropped. So I'm still gonna do that here. Good. I'm gonna have to take a position on how the diamonds are splitting too, aren't I? So we've navigated the hearts for no losers. Great news. But East has 4 hearts, probably 4 spades, because West bid clubs instead of spades. And then West raised clubs, suggesting a 5th card. So East might very well have only 4, which would give East a singleton diamond, right? And if East singleton diamond is the jack or 10, we're obviously taking the heart finesse now. I'm pretty sure there's no reason not to do that. But just before I commit, let's think about things. If East diamond is the singleton jack or 10, I should play the king of diamonds, then the ace, then finesse West to pick up the suit. If East singleton diamond is small, then I should play a diamond to the 8 first. And then back to the ace and a diamond to the 9. In either case, I don't think there's any harm in continuing hearts. Not claim. I meant to look at this, I think. Or this? I don't know. I don't think there's any harm. Yeah, I wanted to see what West discarded. That's right. A club, of course. So West has pitched 2 spades. Okay. So, what do we suppose East's diamond is? I think either way, we play a low diamond from South first, right? Because if East's diamond is an honor, we want to play the king and then back to the ace. And if East's diamond is small, we want to play low to the 9. And this might cause West to get scared and put in the jack or the 10. No. So East had king 4th of hearts, ace 4th of spades, king 4th of clubs, because West had the queen and jack. So king, king, ace, jack, I think. That's 12. So East totally could have no values in diamonds, or could have some. I think, like, on balance, the 9 is a little bit more likely to work because there are three small stiffs East could have, and only 2 small honors East could have. But the risk of playing a low diamond is pretty serious. If East is able to win a stiff honor, you're going to lose 3 tricks here. Yeah, and also, like, if West did have Jack 10, they might get scared and put one in here. Like, that argues against West having Jack 10. So I think you put in the king. It's, I think, kind of the coward's line. But it also guarantees making the contract, which, again, in a match, in a Just Declare event, there really is no additional bonus for making the contract, but it just feels good. Ah! Yeah. So could have made an over trick. I don't know. I think I'm right in saying, yes, I think the 8 is more likely to succeed, but it's just so if it doesn't succeed, you've blown everything. You're losing multiple tricks. I don't know, I guess it's just one. Maybe that was a coward's play. Very slow auction. Nobody wants to declare, huh? And we're in another doubled contract. You would think my hand is better than this. I bid like I have a huge hand. I bid a spade, and then I forced partner to bid at the 3 level, and then when he picked a suit I didn't like, I was like, no, pick a different suit at the 4 level. I mean, I deserve whatever's coming to me here. Luckily, I found partner with 4-card support, and not a terrible hand, but the contract is still pretty bad. Like 0% to make. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, attack hearts. See if they somehow... Haha! Not 0% anymore. Alright. Now, if Trump were 2-2, I'd be looking good, but they're probably not. I think I just attack spades. Like, what's the point in drawing Trump right now? On the other hand, what's the point in putting it off? Maybe I can draw 1 round. That shouldn't be too bad. Okay. Yeah, maybe I actually should be seeing if Trump are 2-2. The outstanding trumps are the queen and the jack. So I can afford to unblock stuff from dummy if I want. To preserve hand entries, which I do want. Trump are 2-2. We're looking good here. I said the contract was 0%, but we're making it. Well, don't count your chickens, I guess, but barring a disaster, we should be okay. Alright. Now we're looking pretty good. Now we are guaranteed. We even get to beer. Twice. Double beer. Take that. Okay, I mean, I made fun of my bidding, but I guess it caused a miracle, so... can say. It's understandable in a way for East to duck the heart, because he doesn't know if I have 1 or 2. And if I have 2, you want to make sure I can't get to dummies heart winners to pitch. Although if I have 2, your partner only has 2, and so, like, I don't know. I think you should win the heart. Like, it's going to say this was a double dummy error. I was down 2 until you ducked, and now I'm making it. Wait. Makes a difference of 2 tricks? Why is that? Everybody dropped a trick. Really? Well, maybe me drawing Trump too soon, actually. So West did fine to lead a club. Oh, it says, yeah, I have to win this, which I did. And I have to immediately draw Trump or risk what exactly? Oh, a Trump promotion in spades, I see. Now that the heart lived, yeah. But I think it's right to lead the heart first so they don't know anything about what's going on in the other suits when they have to decide whether to win the heart. We're in 4 hearts here. West overcalled a spade. Okay. We making 6? Might not be able to ruff both clubs, but probably, right? Oh. Now we're looking very good. If everyone follows this trick, I can claim. Alright. Draw all but 1 trump, ruff a club. Easy hand. I guess West was hoping his partner was Singleton and could give a ruff. Sure, seems like a decent play. Didn't work out, but nothing was going to. West overcalls 2 hearts, but then leads a diamond. Feels like I should not win this diamond trick. Good lead, by the way. A heart would have been friendlier. Letting me pitch my diamond loser. I guess we go after the hearts anyway. Because I might have a spade loser. And I don't have that many hand re-entries after drawing Trump. Yeah, you don't have any like Trump promotions here. 6 of spades. Does East have 6 of these? No, you wouldn't dare. The thing is, I want to be in my hand to take... No, the club finesse can't be working, right? So I don't need to be in hand. Yeah. Okay, and now I can use a heart to pitch a spade. And repeat the spade finesse. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I could have done better. I somehow took 3 spades by convincing East to switch to a spade, I guess. West passed, but then doubled after we bid the red suits and is now leading a heart. So West should have some strength in the black suits and shortness in the reds, of course. Pretty sure I want entries to the south hand here, and I don't need this king for much of anything. So, like, yeah, you could ruff some spades, but there's no need. We're just going to establish the north hand. Yeah. So we can't finish drawing trump. But we can afford this much. Duck, huh? Okay, I'll take it. Turns out West had king third of diamonds. Didn't expect that, but I guess with a stiff heart, it's possible you could have some length in diamonds. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I don't know. This event, this session felt better than the last two. Let's see how it actually was. Yeah, 56. Should be enough to pull me at least above average. And no really miraculous hands. Board 6 was pretty good, I guess. That is one thing that felt different about this compared to the typical free day longs is a lot harder to get a 90% board. You know, if you do something clever, someone out there in the field has found it. So it felt more like just trying to clock in some, 60s for decent scores and try to minimize your 10s for when you make a mistake. So what was that miracle? Well, 12 was good. Yeah, I got the hearts right. Could have made an over trick here. I imagine that scores very well, but it requires a lot of commitment. And as you can see, I was already booked in for a decent score. I don't have to swing for the fences. 10 was pretty good. Oh yeah, I guessed everything beautifully, of course. Board 8, did I make a blunder here? Yeah, I guess. I let them get a lot of heart ruffs I didn't have to allow. Best board of the day, 6. Oh yeah, because they let me pitch a heart. I don't really feel like I had anything to do with that. Okay, well, so what? If I look at my recent tournaments, overalls for day... Yeah, so we got basically a 50 here. Call this a 48. Yeah, it's about those two rounding errors average out. So we had an average of 49 plus 49.1, I guess, and then we got a 56. So obviously it's a provisional 56. There are still some boards left to play, but 56 is going to be a third of our score, and 49 is going to be 2/3 of it, right? So like a 98 plus 56 is 154 over 3. So like a 51%, 51.5 average overall. I would have liked to do better, but, it's a stronger event than I thought. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.